Hey everyone, welcome back. Now, a couple weeks ago, mentioned that I managed to get a few pre-built models that were needing some repair. So, figured might as well continue off working on those. So, the car that we're going to be working on this time around is this 6667 Dodge Charger, which, from what I can tell, was a Monogram Revell kit. So got a lot of the pieces that were loose of it off. But overall, I'm thinking that's all complete. So I'm going to do a little bit of quick look around, see about it. By the looks of it, the chassis would have been molded or painted black, or molded in black, yeah. Then the body in white, with a fairly decent a faded yellow or beige. Fairly nice finish on it. And of course, with this car, it's a Hemi car, which I was a bit surprised about, as don't you more see these with likes of a 440 for the big engines, but to have a 426, it's quite nice feature. Of course, plain good looking features. Got some hose lines. So, if anything, to get some of the parts together, going to be so might as well start taking it apart. See what all I'm working with. So here got that, the rad support, and the fan off. Okay. Found another missing piece. Have another quarter window, which I did have the other quarter window in here somewhere. And I was originally thinking about that I was going to have to be making a replacement ones, but now that I have both of them, that's really nice. Then the interior looks really clean and nicely done. So, if anything, only need to have very few things actually done with the interior. In fact, actually, let's see here. I got the seats here as well as the center console. So, if anything, I might as well just get these done. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, so the console going like that. So, I'm going to be using some mixed variety of supplies. One, as the console here has a chrome base on the bottom, I'm just going to use some super glue to glue everything together. So, just get this on. Let's see here. Okay, I'll go just casually go along on the outside. Then got the console installed. That should be drying off fairly quickly. Then we got both the seats, which also have a really nice cloth-like finish to it. So that's looking really good. Don't need to worry about too much on that. Do a quick squirt of glue along the edges. Let's see, is this? Yeah, this is a left side. Get that in. Okay, glue setting on that one. Then do the same again. And the good thing with this one here, as well as my two other vehicles that I got in this one bundle, is they're all mostly complete, which is really hard to come by. I've came to see, as a lot of time for models that have been falling into disrepair, it does take a while for them. It does take a little bit more time as you're trying to find every piece, which sometimes isn't always the easiest to find, as you could end up having an older kit, say from the 70s or 80s, that's not in production anymore, or hasn't had a release in a long time. So, finding parts for those are very scarce, unless you try to source something out yourself. Let's see, what else have we got here? We got, while the interior's going, might as well work on the underside of the chassis. See if we can get the engine out. A little bit of wiggling. Okay, so there's just some locating tabs that the engine slides into, which is nice, so I can put that back on nice and easily. And got the exhausts. Let's see here. Those will go on here. Put a little bit of glue in the holes so that the exhaust heads go right in. Then we can do the same with the other side here. Let's see here. Okay, that's in. Just waiting it for the glue to harden now. Shouldn't take very long. Okay, there's that. And then now we can work a little bit more, do the underside here. Can get the exhaust system reinstalled, which silver on here, the finish job on here is pretty good, so just going to be leaving it as is. As if it's still good enough, there's no reason to modify it more. Plus, I'm more intending for these just to be a quick build up and not to take take a while to build, as most things end up doing. So let's see here. It's good. Then now as I can now have an idea on where these will go, can now glue them into place. Puts a bit of glue in the locating tabs here. A little bit more of a delicate work procedure on this end, but nothing a little time and patience can't do. Okay, this one here needs to be clamped down a little bit. So, what I'm going to do is I do have the tweezers here, which I can just simply go over, clamp it down, so that the exhaust pipes can actually adhere properly to the chassis, just like so. Then now, might as well work on the suspension, or the rear axle with the suspension. So as the wheels are off, might as well reattach those. One side. And let's see here. Because the tires on here don't really be too worried about the tire's not rolling. So if anything, I might as well just glue the tires back on. I will say doing subtle rebuilds like this is really good, as you can actually repurpose stuff instead of having stuff getting thrown out. Plus, if anything, if you end up having one that's not complete or is a little bit too difficult to reassemble, those also work really good as donors, as you can often have parts you might need for another project that you may not know. There's a little bit stiff on here, but got the front tires back on it. Then I'm going to take the drive shaft. So just doing a quick assessment on how this would go. Okay, so now take some more glue. Go around the drive shaft linkage. Get that installed. Then just slide this right on through. Line it up, which that's looking really good. So now the delicate procedure of taking these out again to then now insert some more glue into locating marks. Slide this on through. Let's see here. Okay, that's in. The front half's in. The back's in. Okay, so that's all. See, everything's looking really good. Everything's staying nice and square, which is really nice. Then getting back to the engine, had the distributor popped out, so want to get that reinstalled. Then might as well get the fan here put back on. Which I will say, whoever the individual whoever built this model originally, we'll say they did a fairly good job at it. How it looks semi-professionally done. Of course, didn't go too crazy on the detail work. Just those nice little subtle things here and there. Which I've also, and then along with this being a first-gen Charger, I've been considering getting the kit version of this for a little while now, but haven't really thought about buying it lately. So just to have the actual model just being able to rebuild one is actually really nice to have, as it's definitely something I don't get to do all that often, which is pretty good. Then let's see here. What we can do now is this the front sway bars, or is this the rear? Yeah, this would be the front. So just quick look, see where this would go. Let's see. this might take a little bit, so just going to go through this quickly and get this put in, and I'll be right back. Okay, so after about 20 minutes worth of work, got the engine and radiator support all reinstalled, which is looking really good. Now, I also went ahead and glued on the hood hinge. So, there's that already done. Then got a few small things, which by the looks of it, this hood trim might be hood trim. Might keep this to the side, not entirely sure what this is for, but I'll probably find out soon enough. Actually, it might be for this actually. Okay, an additional chrome piece for the front. So yeah, I'm just going to keep that to the side for now. And work on getting the A-pillar fixed. And I do have the glue, or I do have the windshield. That there's a little bit of glue splotching on the bottom corner, but not too overly concerned about it, as when it's installed, can barely see it. So I'll go ahead and get this put together. Just run a quick beat. Probably don't want to do it over another piece. Do a quick bead around here. A few little splotches here and there. Then pretty much a case of see if we can get this put in. Okay. Just a little bit of readjustments here and there. It should go in fine. Okay, I think that's good. Now a case of just waiting for the glue to harden. I'd add a little bit more at the bottom. Bottom corner. Get these. You have to get that just pushed together. Little bit of glue. Okay, there's a little bit of glue run there. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful, make sure not to nudge this all that much. Then get the back window installed. Well, first pretty much finding which direction the window will go. Plus, working upside down doesn't really help all that much. Okay, think I got it here. Bit of glue splotch here. Drop a glue here. Another one up in the top corner. Another other one at the bottom corner. And there we go. Well, that's dry. Well, I think that's all I can do for now. So, a little bit of a quick break. A little bit of a quick break to when this is dried, and be back soon. So an hour's passed since, and got both the front and back windows all in. And while I was at it, I decided to put the quarter windows in. Then proceeded to get the A-pillar flexed out. It doesn't look perfect, but it's good enough, as this is already, as mentioned before, these aren't exactly going to be showpieces. So little imperfections like that are to be expected. So, with that, it's going to be a case of continuing to put the rest of the car together, which there's not a whole lot